What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Zay. Got another one coming at you with yet another YouTube video. Listen, Darryn Peterson will be the #1 overall pick going to the Washington Wizards in this upcoming draft. It's only about 3 to 4 days away. And Trae Young not signing his player option for this upcoming season all but solidified it for me. Let's dive right into it.
The Kansas defense, so there was no help. Peterson. Oh!
Darryn Peterson is quite frankly the best player in this year's draft. I mean, bar none. Yes, I understand the injury concerns and I understand the brainwashing of the media to make it seem as though he, is some type of diva and things of that sort. But there's this thing called the eye test. And I know we've gotten away from it since analytics has been introduced to the league, or more so to the players and the media. But if you take a look at that head-to-head matchup of Darryn Peterson and AJ Dybantsa, you would see that Darryn Peterson completely outplayed AJ. All right, in limited minutes. Darryn Peterson made 6 of 8 shots in 20 minutes, finished the game with 18 points. AJ Dybantsa, on the other hand, finished the game with 17 points, making 6 of his 12 shots in 34 minutes. All right, but I'll take it a step further. Let's go back a year prior. Both seniors in high school, AJ at Utah Prep, Darryn Peterson at Prolific Prep. Darryn Peterson got the better of AJ in both of those matchups in all statistical categories, including the W at the end of the day, and 58 points, including this game-winning 3 on his head. Now, does he have a little bit of Kawhi in him? Maybe. But wouldn't you take Kawhi on your team any day? Big guards like this are hard to come by, and every team jumps right at them. Think of a Cade, an Anthony Edwards. These are guys that you don't pass up. And don't get me wrong, I think AJ Dybantsa will be a very good player in this league. However, I think that this draft is extremely overrated as well. But when it comes to AJ Dybantsa and the comparisons that I'm hearing and seeing of him, I see a lot of T-Mac. And if I'm AJ in his camp, I am running far, far, far away from that comparison. Because players like T-Mac and Paul George are big guards that shoot a lot and don't really contribute to winning. All right? I mean, you have Playoff P saying that Damian Lillard shot a bad shot. And then you have players like T-Mac that are saying if they had Shaq, they would have won just as many championships as Kobe. You don't want a guy like that being compared to your guy. And then you have guys like Joe Johnson.
Well, he knows he gonna go. If we being
he going
honest,
1 or 2, huh?
I'm saying he gonna go 2. I'm just keeping it real. Like I think
Okay.
AJ's gonna go 1 to the Wizards.
You're wrong. And Chandler Parsons.
I'm saying you never even want this kind of negative attention surrounding your name. Like, is there anything about Boozer right now? Is there anything about Caleb Wilson that's negative? Is there anything? So if I'm a franchise like a Utah Jazz, who, by the way, I don't know why he wouldn't want to go to Utah with that core with Markkanen and Jaren Jackson and Keontae George. I'm saying
You're one of his biggest critics. Now, let's dive into the fact that the Washington Wizards have the #1 overall pick, and Darryn Peterson only worked out with the Washington Wizards. All right? And then you have the fact that when he did go interview with the Washington Wizards, they asked him a lot about his personality. They didn't ask him anything about basketball. And I know the media said that, hey, that's a red flag, and, this, that, and other. But one thing I know about the media is paid to sway opinions one way. All right? But one thing that I know, and one thing that a lot of you viewers know as well, is when you're in a job interview and they're not asking you about your technicals, past projects, and things of that sort, they're asking about what do you like to do on the weekends? How's your family? What area do you all live in? That's because, 1, they already know that you can do the work. 2, they just want to see what type of guy you are. Are we going to have fun around you? Are you a good guy? And This honestly works out perfectly for Utah as well. All right, with Utah, you get a homegrown kid in AJ DeBansa at number 2. And when I say homegrown, I know he's not from there. He's actually from Boston. But homegrown in a sense of the fact that he went to high school there, he went to college there, and then now you have the opportunity to draft him there as well. I feel like this is one of those LeBron James to Cleveland, Derrick Rose to Chicago style fairy tale endings, right? And now to Trae Young. What does all of this have to do with him declining his player option? I'll tell you right now. Trae Young is looking for a long-term contract. Not only that, Trae Young is looking to win now. And when the Washington Wizards come to them with their draft day plans, as far as drafting Darryn Peterson, all Trae Young can think about is one of two things. One, that's not going to help us win now. Two, he's going to take away from my future chicken. One thing I know about Trae Young, as a Hawks fan, unfortunately, is that Trae Young, he wants top dollar. He wants the max contract. And if you aren't willing to give him that, and then give him the coach that he wants, and then give him players that can play well around him, and then give him a better general manager, and then give him a private jet and someone to fan his feet and kiss his toes, then he's going to threaten to leave to go to Miami. You get where I'm going here? Trae Young don't want to play basketball. Trae Young wants to make money. And it's a damn shame because as good as he is, he became complacent and ultimately became a loser or mediocre at best, because that's what fucking happens when you do nothing in a city for 5+ years, i.e. De'Aaron Fox and Bradley Beal. My fault, y'all. I got a little carried away there. They did get me a little tight. But let's get back to the basis of this video. This is supposed to be a video showing love to Darryn Peterson, not hate for Trae or incredible disdain for T-Mac. So let's get back into that. When you have the opportunity to draft a guard that is 6'5", NBA ready, a 3-level scorer, super efficient, and is as box office as Darryn Peterson, you do not pass up on that. Okay? In fact, you jump at the opportunity to draft. With that being said, if you made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. It really helps out the channel and really keeps me motivated and going. This account used to be, or channel more so, used to be a Joe Budden podcast reaction channel. However, I will now be covering all things basketball, not just NBA, college, youth sports, and everything of that sort. And if that's something that you're interested in, please go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Zay got another one. I'ma fuck with y'all.